The Northridge earthquake happened in the early morning hours, 4:30 in the morning on January 17th, 1994, 25 years ago. It was right under the community of Northridge. So 4:30 in the morning, 6.7 earthquake strikes, and all hell breaks loose. The highways that were flattened, in some cases tragically, on top of cars. The apartment complexes that came down, the houses that completely toppled off their foundation. The fires that were breaking out all over the place. There was even flooding from broken water mains. Just the damage to buildings, $40 billion in total property damage. At that time, the most costly natural disaster in our country's history. Well, I didn't live in California at the time. I was an state insurance commissioner, but not in California. I was a state insurance regulator in my home state of North Dakota. I couldn't relate personally to how horrifying it would be to be in an earthquake. I just couldn't imagine how frightening that would be. The Northridge earthquake was devastating, certainly from a financial perspective, but more than that, it was devastating from a human perspective too. About 60 lives were lost in that earthquake. 20,000 some individuals were left homeless for a while. And after the Northridge earthquake, in the year or so following that devastating disaster, insurance companies didn't want to sell earthquake insurance anymore because they now felt like they couldn't handle the risk. So the state of California responded and created the California Earthquake Authority, which is basically a not-for-profit earthquake insurance company. So we were really born out of the ashes of the Northridge earthquake. We have a real tough housing crisis, north and south, in this state. Well, imagine placing an earthquake under a populated area that wipes out thousands, maybe tens of thousands of homes, and that housing crisis just suddenly got a whole lot worse. So it's so important that earthquake insurance be there to protect that home. And it's also so important that we take those older homes and get them retrofitted so that they're less likely to topple off their foundation and be completely destroyed when the ground starts to shake. We really owe it to each one of them, the victims of the Northridge earthquake, to redouble our efforts to make sure that we're all better prepared to handle the next one that's coming. We don't know exactly when that's going to be, but we know with 100% certainty it's going to happen. And so we need to learn from the lessons of the past and be better prepared for the next one.